Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first-class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, just walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered round his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air, and Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. have nothing to live for, and look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Yes, sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Listen, 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm sitting on the dock of a bay, wasting time.
Can I put it up on here? Hold on. Holy shit. Will that share? Boom. This site was laid out like this in the 90s. Like it was this bad then. And they have not changed shit. Is it not movie reviews anymore? Didn't this used to be movie reviews? It was this guy, Harry Belafonte. No, there's nothing on here about him anymore. Movie review. Yeah, I guess it's different, but it used to be all fucking movie reviews, and it was, this guy was like the shit. He figured out like what you want to do is have a website where people go. Somebody just said Jumanji on Blu-ray. I don't know what that has to do with anything. No. Yeah, I wish I knew it. Somebody said he died. Is that who you were saying died? Harry. What was his name? It's going to drive me crazy now. Ain't it cool? Dead. Harry Knowles. Holy shit. Inside the Fall of Harry Knowles. From therap.com. Right after I click through Bill Hader's latest movie. How do I get rid of this ad? Holy shit. Look at this guy. This is what I was saying. Yeah, what if I get my beard to the point where it's like this guy? If you haven't heard the latest show yet, Jason Harris was here, and his beard, he has a very finely kept. He owns tiny scissors just to handle beard stuff. You're thinking of the movie Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah. Pretty much. Look at this guy. I didn't know he was like a full ginger. Like a lot of people have ginger beards, but exploded in internet glory by ignoring boundaries, but boundary breaking also hurt him and his site long before he stepped aside this week over sexual assault. Oh, he got Me Too'd. This is like a year ago. Did he die? This has always been out about Harry, his celebrity, and whatever he could get out of it. There's not one business person who's dealt with Harry who hasn't been fucked savagely. Oh, he's very abusive. In 1994, he told the New York Times he bought a computer with the insurance money he received after his mom died in a fire. Well, that's suspicious. The next year, setting up for a movie collectibles sale, he tripped over a hose and everything below my neck went dead for a while. For a half a year or so, I just laid there. I was really worried about what I was going to do with the rest of my life. Yeah, it's not saying if he is a dead man. That's all I want to know is that this guy's still alive. Your eyeliner, look at these screenshots. Your eyeliner looks good enough to eat. Obviously, I'm talking cannibalism, baby. You can have my Vienna sausage anytime. This was last year. These are pickups. If he got caught doing this in the 90s, that'd be all right. That's a pickup line he used last year. You can have my Vienna sausage all the time. Oh, he got Me Too'd and had to step away from the site. Please tell me there's video of him. He really looks like one of where the Wild Things are. Like a cartoon character. Why is there never video of this guy? He looks almost cross-eyed, too. You know what it is? His eyes are too close together for his personality. Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, he might be onto something. Because I never want to get, I want it to grow out. I might shave it. I don't know what I want to do with it. Vote now on Twitter. We're taking a poll. Can't you do a poll on Twitch? What to do with the beard? Does Twitch have polls? Does anybody know? edit panels. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Who knows about Twitch? There has to be a way to send a poll to people. Poll the people. This is basically where I just learn how Twitch works live. I know some of you are Twitches, like big Twitchers. People do know. No, that's all chat bullshit. Where would you even poll a friend? Video producer? What is all this shit? Who's doing all this stuff? There are a lot of, maybe this is like the version of like when your parents don't listen to new music. Like the more and more some of this shit comes out on the internet. Yeah, like a Crazy Joe show. The more and more of this stuff comes out like on the internet where you can do more and more shit. It's like, I don't want to learn that. If it's not easy enough for me to like extension manager, is this where it is? Poll. Somebody just typed exclamation point poll like that was gonna. Can you add an extension? Is that what this shit is? No installed. Go to the extension discovery page. Ooh. Poll. Let me search. Poll. Position. Bit poll. Give your audience a voice. LOL Rift. Now there's like so many polls, and it's like which one's the best poll. Let viewers use their bits to create. I don't want all this stuff. Can't they just vote? Your audience will vote by region. What is happening? Engage your fans. Interact with your viewers using Voting Studio to run live questions. So they exchange bits to vote in there. I don't want to even get into what bits are and how any of that works. How do the Premiere... What does one bit equal? Is there like an exact conversion? Is like a bit a dollar or a bit a penny? The Premiere polling panel extension for streamers on Twitch, new in 3.0. Now you can create quizzes. I want a fucking thing that makes a poll. Oh, Roy's texting. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So, not possible, I guess. I don't know. If somebody knows how to do it, please let me know, because I don't have time to dive into learning Twitch live with the old Melton. Am I on the right page? Cool. Okay, Roy's going to be calling in, I think, and we're going to get into that. I will tell you this. I don't know how you... I recently treated myself to the iPhone XS upgrade. I was really reluctant to switch to one that didn't have... This is why last year I got the 8 instead of the 10. I don't know if I really miss the button. I'm a button guy. I'm a tactile guy. 1 bit equals 0.125 bytes. Oh, okay. That makes an easy conversion. Oh, it's 11:11. Everybody make a wish. But I mean, aside from that, like I like the screen of it. I don't mind the shape, the notch. It's cool. It's great. We have a new iPhone app that we're... Oh, Jesus. Why is Roy so angry all the time? We'll ask him immediately. Roy, why are you so angry all the time?
Why am I angry? I don't know. Am I angry?
I don't know. Somebody in the chat just said, why is Roy so angry all the time?
That just came up right now before I even got on here?
Right when you answered.
That fucking makes me angry.
Okay.
I'm not angry. I'm a pretty happy guy.
Well, you might be angry after I tell you what's happened to us.
Oh, God. What now?
We've lost our...
Tubi again?
Well, we lost our television show. And I actually found out that it was sold to the studio by one Landry. Apparently, he ran off to Hollywood and sold this idea.
Landry fucking Miller.
Yep.
He does that kind of shit.
No, there's a new show on. Somebody said the reason you're angry is because they asked you for ranch and you spit in their face.
You're goddamn right.
But you talk like somebody who
build a wall. I want to build a wall and keep all the ranch people out.
You sound like somebody who would own a ranch. You live in Oklahoma.
So
you could easily own a ranch. I could see you with a couple of horses.
Really? I don't even do well with one pug.
I like how in your mind you're this New York City guy.
I'm not. I'm nothing. I'm neither. I'm not country. I'm not city. I don't fit. I mean, it's just like my political stand. I'm a radical middleist. I'm like right in the middle.
I know, but I feel like in your mind you're still a city kid. But you live in like, and I get it, for like where you're at, you're in a metropolis.
No, well, you have to understand, like, how do I explain it? Like around here, there's a lot of people that are country as fuck. So to them, I'm like real, like I'm a New Yorker. You know, but if I go up to New York and my cousins, they think of me as I'm country as fuck. So I don't fit in any like demographic. I'm like a biracial kid.
Gotcha. No, I hear what you're saying. This song did not start up fast enough to be funny for the joke. It was a big Counting Crows round here joke. It was going to be great.
Okay.
The song didn't start in time. Spotify choked on it. Jesus Christ! I thought
I am, however, in the process of taking two-step dance lessons.
What now?
I said I am in the process of taking two-step dance lessons.
You can't. Okay, elaborate.
Well, I mean, that's country dancing.
And what is this? This is like what an alien would do if they came down to blend in.
Well, no, the girl I'm seeing likes to go two-stepping, so I'm doing this for her.
Wow. So you got a girl already?
What do you mean I got a girl already?
I mean, I can't
It's
believe
been long enough, right?
So fast. You move so fast.
Yeah, that's me. Flash. They call me Flash.
We got a real problem. Oh, somebody wants to know how your fireplaces are doing.
They're doing very well.
Yeah,
Everybody loves them.
They keep the place toasty, do they?
We finally got it set up now. My little tech guy finally figured out, like, so now we just press a button when the next comic's coming up. And their music and their name comes up on the TVs, and it brings them up. It's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the comics coming through have been very, very impressed. But, I mean, that says more about the comics coming through than...
You sound like a corner fried chicken spot in New York City that's going like, well, we had a guy come in and put in this laser show, and it looks pretty cool. People really, really dig it. And it's like, well, nobody comes here for the laser show.
Yeah, but you do want to create a sense of like this is the show, you know, like a sense of excitement before the show. Just shut the fuck up.
My worry is that you were making it 90s-y.
Well, it was 70s-y, so
yeah, okay.
There's only so far you can push it.
Right, you got to go on the comedy club progress timeline.
Yeah.
All right.
No, we were using the fireplaces just because we haven't figured out what we're going to do, like with the TVs when the people are on stage, because you don't want to have anything that's a distraction.
It was between the fireplaces and the goldfish tank.
Yeah, we were working on the goldfish tank, but you know,
it'd be cool if you could have a fish swim from one monitor to the next.
Well, that is the goal, is to have them function that way, where they go from one TV.
You know how to do all that?
I don't know. No, I have somebody that does that for me.
Oh, yeah? What are you paying this guy?
Nothing.
Wow.
No, I pay him close to nothing.
I think you're
He
overpaying.
does it as a hobby.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
I want to get to the business. What are we going to do about this stealing of our show? Netflix has a new show called The Fix. Did you check it out?
I saw the preview for it, but it doesn't look like it's our concept.
I mean, no, our concept is way more.
They're thinking like more global problems, where we want to go local. We want to fix the thing that the guy next door does that pisses you off.
Theirs is very political, I feel.
Yeah, I want to avoid politics.
Well, it seems like it's already fixing itself.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what's going on.
Do you know what I just saw? I watched this on Vice. There's a show called Vice News Tonight. It's on like HBO too, I think. But they do like a nightly news show. It's 30 minutes. And they did this whole special where they had a journalist embedded in the Caravan. You know the Caravan? We got a lot of
What's the Caravan?
The big pack of Central Americans and South Americans who are walking up towards the border. Like thousands.
Yes.
So they had a journalist embedded. They were following this kid. He's like 16 years old. He left his mother in Honduras and his family, and he's going to go to America and save the family and send money back. This 16-year-old walked thousands of miles. And they interview him. And he says, yeah, what we heard was when we get to the border, the government takes you in, they detain you for a little bit, and then they put you in school, give you an education, you get out, they find you a job, and then they take the money out of your paycheck to pay back for the education. And then you're free. And it's like, will someone just tell this pack of people that's not what's happening? Like, why are you? Like, that's what they think they're walking to. And they're like having rallies where they're like, hope, hope, like. They're all marching off a cliff, and they don't even know it.
Yeah, I mean, he lived in Honduras that has beautiful beaches and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's different on the resorts.
And well, yeah, but now he's going to be a cook, underpaid in a shitty comedy club in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, you'll hire illegals?
Oh, no. Actually, I don't have any illegals.
Good cover. Anyway, yeah, that's as far as I know about politics. But just as far as it goes, like, for them as people, like, I think someone should probably tell them, they're like, it's not the end of a rainbow that they're going to get, like, this life. Like, what the fuck? Who told them that? And why is that lie being perpetuated? Like, do people get there and go, like...
It's been going on for centuries.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, people have been told that.
Yeah, but back in the day, you could.
No. That's the misconception about immigration, is that back in the day it was somehow better. Back in the day, if you came off the boat from Ireland, you got off the boat at Ellis Island, and you even had a sniffle, they sent you right back.
No, they put you in the infirmary. There was an infirmary there.
No, they sent you back.
Bitch, I visited and got a tour.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I was walked through the process because I was coughing, but they had a like a hospital that if you had something that was like just like we'll give you penicillin and you'll be fine, like they would put you in there and get you healed before they let you in. But if you had like leprosy, they're sending you back.
Yeah, like, I mean, I forget what the percentage was, but the percentage of people they sent back was ridiculous.
I want to know who owned the boat line that had to take all the really sick people back. Like, what a good business model. Like, hey, all these people are going back. Why? Don't ask questions. Just let them on your boat. Take that, J.P. Morgan.
Oh.
What were you saying? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I don't remember.
Well, either way,
I don't remember.
It
But
was
I
much
think our
easier to
show
come to
was
this
fine.
country.
William Patrick Fix the World is going to be way better.
If you tried to come to this country in the 1800s, I'm just saying, like, there was no, like, border patrol where they were like, you know, like, if you were a legit citizen of somewhere else and you had money and you were coming over, like, you weren't hassled. There was no, like, application. They might have wrote your name in a book.
Okay, that is a complete misconception.
Oh, come on. They didn't even
In
have
order to get into
computers,
this country,
Roy.
You had to be sponsored. You had to be sponsored by someone that was already here. Usually it was the parish priest. There was all sorts of hoops you had to go through.
They didn't even have computers. Okay, you had to talk to a priest.
People that were able to stay here more than 6 months, it was like 20% of the people that came over that were able to stay. Everybody else ended up going back.
You think
couldn't get jobs? You couldn't do anything.
You think right now, if the government wanted to, they could trace back in my family to when somebody came over? Like they have records of that?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Oh, that's how 23andMe works. Isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that website, like Ancestry.com, where you can go on and like see everybody who fucked?
Yeah. You can see all the handwritten census taking.
How do you not have kids?
How do I not have a kid?
Yeah, at least one.
Luck.
Feel like you've covered some stuff up.
Nah, man. No. Well,
look, if we're gonna go,
I didn't want to have kids, and by the time I was done with that, I was done.
If we're gonna go to trial with this, a lot of skeletons are gonna come out. I'm gonna need you to come clean.
That's fine. You can undig all the skeletons out there. Believe me, if I had a kid out there, they'd have found me by now. It's not like I hide.
What's Christmas like in Tulsa? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going over to my girlfriend's house, and I'm doing Christmas with her family.
Wow.
And,
it's a little soon.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
kind of been progressing quickly.
Yeah, you're on Tulsa relationship time. You'll be married by June.
Well, that's the thing. We're on Tulsa relationship time. Like, the fact that I'm not moving in with her is kind of like throwing people off. Like, they're like, aren't you guys supposed to be?
You've been out.
And I think it's just in the last, like, couple of weeks we've actually said, okay, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. We've just been.
You've been out. You talk.
Fucking.
You like each other. What's not to do?
Exactly.
I don't know why there ain't a baby in her yet. You love her. You're going to give her a baby. You're going to give her a baby, aren't you? You love her.
Oh, God.
Give her a baby.
Dear God. Give her a baby.
I bet you have
like
a kid.
Surprise.
I call you having a kid within 2 years. And what's that going to do to our show?
That's never going to happen. I'm too old, man.
That doesn't work like that for men. You can spunk into a woman well into your 80s and still make a fucked up looking baby.
Yeah, but I don't fuck women that are, of that age. I'm almost 50, man.
What if
most of the women I'm sleeping with, those parts have been removed.
What if we have the listeners pitch in to get you a vasectomy, but we get to record it?
No.
I think we could sell that to Netflix.
I've gone 48 years without getting someone pregnant, and now you think I need a vasectomy?
Yeah. I don't know why that all came together like that, but it wasn't even planned.
I don't know why you getting a vasectomy on tape is something that came up. Yes, that is strange.
I do worry about you there for other reasons. Like, I don't like how you're the alpha dog around there.
How I what?
I don't like how you're the alpha dog around the city.
I am the alpha dog. I've always been the alpha dog.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why?
Because you hang out with people like Lacey and Jeff and Diane, and I don't know who this girlfriend is, but
Jeff hardly hangs out anymore.
Well,
Lacey is around a little bit, but not that much because I told her she's got to get sober. Diane is pretty much gone.
Why? What? You guys are friends forever.
Yeah, but not when I'm in a relationship. She doesn't behave herself.
Oh, yeah. She gets real jealousy, cunty.
Yeah, I was, my girl came up Jake week, and I took a show off, and Tony was managing, and I was sitting with her, and I got up to help Tony with something, and Diane was there after I told her not to be there the night that I was going to be there with my girl, and she still hung around, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is she doing? Why is she making a scene out of this?" And I went back in the kitchen, and Diane was like, "Will you go get me this pipe? Will you go get me this pipe? Will you go get me this pipe?" And I was like, "Fine, I'll go get it for you. Just, leave me alone." And when I ran out to the car to go get that for her, she went and sat down next to my girl and was like, "Oh, he'll be back in a little while. He just went to go get this for me." And yeah, that was kind of like the last straw. Like, she's just doing things specifically to try to fuck with my life.
Small town drama.
Yeah. She said one day, she said to Landry, she goes, "Well, if I ever wanted to get rid of her, I would just make sure when Roy showed up at her house, he smelled like my perfume." And we were like, "What the fuck? Are you crazy? What are you doing?"
Women
The very next day, I was about to walk out. She just walks up to me and sprays her perfume on me.
Nobody ever looks
And I
at
just
it.
looked at her like,
Go ahead.
"What?"
I was just going to say, people always go, women, all the wars in the world are started by men. And if women ran the world, everything would be peaceful. I can't think of more diabolical, weird shit than women come up with. From like faking pregnancies to literally an animal leaving behind its scent.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when I finally told her, I was like, after that night, my girl blew up on me, and so it was a bad night for me. And I just told Diane, I was like, "Yeah, you can't work here anymore. We can't hang out. I still care about you, but like, you're interfering with my relationship." And I said something to her about, "I don't understand what your feelings are for me, but obviously there's some kind of issue there." Well, she just lost her shit about that.
Yeah. She doesn't like to be alpha dogged, and you alpha dogged her. I like the phrase alpha dog. Oh,
you're loving alpha.
You know what my new one is? I love this. It's really funny in place of something when somebody says something super specific to you, but it's also really funny if you say it in place of an apology. So if somebody comes to you and they're like, "Hey, you really hurt my feelings when you said this or did this," you just go, "Yeah, I get that a lot." I think that's so funny, and I'm going to start doing it. I'm adding that to my personality profile.
I get that a lot. It's going in the repertoire.
But for anything, like, "Hey, your car is blocking me in." Yeah, I get that a lot. Like, just instead of doing anything. It's a way to get out of something without doing anything. It sounds like you're apologizing, but you're not. Could you say it in a really submissive tone? Yeah, I get that a lot. But what you're saying is, "Fuck you, that's who I am."
Yeah, and you almost make them like, you turn yourself into a sympathetic character. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I screwed you over, but it's not my fault.
Hey,
I get that.
You owe us $40 for your phone bill. Yeah, I get that a lot. Like, just anything. I think that's fun stuff.
It is absolutely fun stuff.
So, what's
See, I'm not very angry. Do I sound angry?
Wow, somebody's self-conscious. See, this is what I worry about. You're hanging out with these people who are under you. You need a peer. I'm thinking about, we do a show where I come into Roy's life for a month and challenge you and, get you to stop posting pictures of your dog every day and
never
updating on
it.
What did I write? Keep us updated on the other day. It was something that just nobody but like.
I was bitching about my glasses.
Except when like Twitter came out in 2003 and nobody could figure out what it was for yet. So people were like, just made a grilled cheese. These are not updates.
Well, then ignore them.
And I get it. I don't post anything. I'm not one of these people who post stuff. But
Peter, I swear to God, I'm going to stick you in the fucking crack pot.
And also, you didn't like it when I said that you had a French bulldog, which is like something a girl in Williamsburg would have.
Yeah, I have a pug, motherfucker.
You have a French bulldog.
I don't have a Frenchie. I got a pug. He's a little badass.
I like the dog, and I feel bad that the dog is involved in the conversation, but, you know.
Yeah, he gets that a lot.
I only got to meet him on a day when you were barricaded in your room.
What day was I barricaded in my room?
It was a day Jeff and I couldn't get a hold of you at all, like at 3 p.m., and we went over to your apartment.
Yeah, you guys were worried I was dead.
Yeah. And you had like put doors in front of like an old crook trying to get away from the cops. Like you had wedged a chair up against the doorknob. Like, what is this? Like a wife trying to get away from her husband while she dials 911.
Good God.
No, so I like the dog, but yeah, I feel, you know, he should, first of all, he can't talk. You don't know if he wants his life that public.
He does. He very much does. He communicates with me. We communicate on a different level. He's kind of annoyed I haven't given him his own profile.
Are you fucking your dog? Oh, if you create an Instagram for your dog, you've gone full estrogen.
There you go. Consider it done.
Jesus.
No, a Facebook fan page is what I'm making.
Please, everyone, go on Instagram and take all the names: Captain Jeter, Pug Jeter, Jeter Pug. Take all the names so Roy can't do anything. Roy's like, I gotta go get Captain Jeter now.
I'm pretty sure Captain Jeter will already be gone. I'm not the only fan of
Is that a real
Jeter.
Oh, is that a real nickname?
Yeah, Derek Jeter was the captain.
Oh, really? What a weird thing.
Yeah.
Hold
That's
on.
why they called him the captain.
Well, and
That's why he's named Captain Jeter.
A-Rod was just A-Rod.
Yeah, A-Rod was just A-Rod.
See, Captain is a horrible. That's not a good name.
Okay.
Because I would just dress up
But
in
I
like
don't call him captain. I call him Jeter.
you've called him Captain Jeter.
Yeah, his full name is Captain Jeter Johnson, but we just call him Jeter.
Oh, really?
Or G.
Yeah, because I didn't know that about him. Like I didn't know that was his nickname, but I would have guessed. I thought it was just some like affectionate thing you had for your dog.
You're so funny.
Why?
All right. No, he will have a Facebook profile soon.
What
He demands it.
what things do you have that you want to complain about? Anything new? Other than Diane?
No, I don't even want to complain about it.
Oh, really?
He doesn't. I don't.
Don't start doing it again.
I don't know.
Nothing's annoyed you this week?
What?
Nothing's annoyed you? You don't have any fix the world problems?
I'm pretty fucking happy, man. You know, typical shit. You know, people in stores, people in general. Really piss me off. But other than that,
How do you manage
this morning
people
I'm a
if you
pretty
hate
happy
people?
camper.
How do you manage people if you hate people?
Not very well. Not very well at all.
It does sound like you're losing a lot of...
Here's the thing. People in their 20s now don't own a pair of fucking blue jeans. Like, the uniform I have is blue jeans and a Looney Bin t-shirt. And they can't figure out that blue jeans are one color and they don't have holes in them, or they're not leggings.
I think you should let them.
I tell them they got to wear blue jeans, and they're like, "We can't afford to go buy." I'm like, "Go to Walmart, $20."
Now, are they allowed to wear like comedian shirts when the comedian's in town?
No, they got to wear a Looney Bin shirt.
You got to make it fun. You got to like, hey, you know, like I gave I tried to take all the fun out of the Looney Bin. Like I gave all your girls a shirt. They should wear that when I'm in town.
All the girls are going to be wearing a "Go Fuck Yourself" shirt or "Kill Yourself" shirt.
Yeah. Or a Rick's Wings and Rings shirt.
No, fuck Rick's. It's Shovelburger for life.
They're in a partnership. Rick's owns 10% of Shovelburger.
Yeah, well, we're not happy about that. I mean, that was an arrangement that was made at a meeting I wasn't in, and I don't like it one bit.
Well, have you rethought your stance on us having chicken burgers? Because Rick's would really like to sell us patties.
Chicken burger patties?
Yeah.
I'm really against it. Burgers are burgers, but I mean, if the public demands it.
But Rick's owns 10%.
I draw the line at kale. No kale.
Rick's owns 10%. They want to move some chicken. And you've always been like, it's just burgers and fries. It's just burgers and fries. But they want to do turkey and chicken burgers.
Oh, no turkey.
And they said they have a tofu burger that you can't even tell.
Yeah, you can know. They always say you can't tell.
I love that. Every veggie burger patty I've ever seen is like you can't even tell. It's like you could always fucking tell.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what a hamburger doesn't?
See, that's the kind of shit we can fix. What's going on politically? That we don't belong in that arena. But bitching about people that say turkey burgers or veggie burgers taste just like the real thing. Dude, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Well, we got a clean clip of that. I think the best thing that differentiates our show would be, I like the idea of you and I going to very specific businesses and fixing them one-on-one.
Right.
Like, we tell the owner, for 1 week, you hand over the keys to us.
Yeah.
And you can always go back. Look, we're not going to do anything crazy. You can always go back. If you don't like what we do.
But for 1 week, this hospital is going to be run by us.
Right. I can see the. Oh, God, my jewel went down wrong. I can see the title under my name now. Patrick Melton, comedian / head of surgery.
Chief of staff.
Yeah. No, obviously we can't fix a hospital. Like, also, I don't want to be legally liable for how many people you and I could kill in a week. But
well, no matter what business we take over, there's a chance we're going to kill somebody.
I mean, I might be on board if it's like a Tulsa hospital, because that's got to be easy. You just go room to room going diabetes, diabetes, diabetes. We could probably do, you know how we'd save them time? Here's something we could do to the hospital. We'd have a mobile van that can go straight to Golden Corral and diagnose people.
There you go.
You don't even have to come in.
Yeah, instead of food trucks, we just have diabetes trucks where they just, we park them outside the restaurant.
Yeah, you know how radio stations like pull you over if you have the bumper sticker and give you a prize? We do that, but with fat people. Like, our van pulls you over, like we light it up and we pull you over, and it's just like, we give you like a blood testing kit.
God. Oh, shit.
No, obviously not
All right, I got to get to work.
Doing what?
Comedy doesn't make itself, son.
What time is it there? 2?
Yeah.
It's 2 there.
That's when I go to work.
Oh, God. What do you start doing at 2?
Inventory. I got to order booze.
Inventory of booze?
Yeah.
What if I get... John Taffer to set you up with Bartender?
No.
You just point your camera phone at it, and it does the inventory in the bottle for you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
What do you mean? It's free.
No.
We're going to take care of it.
I don't want anything to do with John Taffer.
Well, he doesn't own it.
I'll come in and he'll be like, "We're going to turn this whole thing into a pirate comedy shit."
I like how you're against somebody coming into your business and doing anything different, and that's the show we want to pitch.
Exactly.
You're like,
Yeah,
I'll be damned.
ideas.
I'll be damned if I'm going to let an expert come in and do this. No, of course we can do it. We're amateur idiots.
Oh Lord.
Okay, Roy, take care of yourself.
Yes, and be watching the mail. Your Christmas present's on its way.
Okay.
Well,
Terrifying.
I figured I got you an Xbox.
You did not get me an Xbox. I don't need an Xbox.
I thought you needed an Xbox.
Did you get me the original one?
Yes.
If an original Xbox shows up at my house, I'm gonna die laughing.
That would be great.
But it better have
God damn it. Now I got to go try to find one.
Yeah, fire up eBay. Is eBay still around?
Yeah.
Mm.
I buy my cologne off of eBay.
You're wearing cologne?
I always wore cologne. It's the same cologne I've been wearing for fucking 20 years.
I know. That's the
That's
point.
like-
Roy, cologne was over in 99. It's over.
I'm almost a 50-year-old man. I'm stuck in my
know,
ways.
you
That's
can't-
what I do. I'm not trying to be cool.
Who did the
I'm
joke?
not cool. I'm 48 years old.
Is it you that did the joke about guys keep the haircut they got laid with the most? Who did that joke?
No, God, that's Gary Mankey.
Oh God.
And fuck you for putting me. Well, it's Gary Mankey that I heard do it.
Right. Good point.
I don't know whose joke it is.
One last question before you go. Do you have any good cars in stock this week?
No, none that are connected to the Bluetooth.
Right. Yeah, that went away in the.
You know, I just want a car with complete connectivity with the Bluetooth.
God.
All right.
All right. Take it easy. Go. Who's at the comedy club this week?
I don't even want to say.
Why?
Christine Stedman.
I can look it up online. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Well, nobody knows who I am either.
More people know. A lot of people came through and were saying they had heard the podcast. There were like 3 or 4 of them.
Wow. A lot. 3 or 4. Hey, you know what? For Tulsa, though, that's
4
big.
people tell 4 people.
Right. All right.
All right.
Have a
you
good.
guys have a good show, and I'll catch up to you
Well, the
later.
show's done.
Well, pretty much when I get off the stage, it's
Wow.
over. Later.
Throw another log on the fireplace for Roy Johnson, everybody. What was I talking about before Roy called? How do we jump back in this? Oh, it was telling you this for a reason. So we have a new iPhone app. I got the new iPhone XS, and I hate the fucking the Face ID shit. I really liked it in the beginning, but I feel like it's not quick to open. It's awful, like in bed. If you're the angle you're at in bed when you like look at your phone, it's because you're vertical, because you're horizontal, and the phone is vertical. It doesn't pick. You're picking. It's shooting you from like the chin up, which doesn't make any sense. So it never works in Face ID. You literally have to then hold the phone like over your head to get it to unlock. So I'm not a fan of it. Other than that, I like the phone. I don't even mind the like swiping up instead of the home button. If Face ID worked better, I could be good with it, but it's hard. Oh God. But I've been for a fucking year been arguing with Apple on and off for a year, not like on the phone for a year, literally, about our app, because we put this app out. It has the overdose section in it. If you're an overdose member, you can put your overdose key in or scan the QR code on your overdose site with the app. It gives you all the overdose content, audio and video inside the app. It unlocks that tab. For some reason, they reject the app and they say you can't allow people to log in and access premium content if you don't allow them to buy that. They have to buy that content inside of the app, like through Apple's in-app purchases, where they take 30%, and not everybody's even set up to like buy apps. People are weird, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of you are children, your parents have locked down your phone, you can't buy an app without going and stealing their credit card while they're drunk. So I was like, well, and this is all through the back end of the Apple store, where you're like arguing with them approving your app. I'm like, it's no different than Netflix or Hulu. Like, you can sign up for those services on your computer in any browser on other services, and then you can log into the iPhone app and stream the content. What's the fucking difference? And they'd be like, again, we reference you to this rule where it says they have to use. And I'm like, okay, but I'm asking you again, how is it different than these 10 other apps? And they're like, again, we refer you to. So I finally was like, can someone please fucking call me? And then no one would call, and then I would get back on the app and argue. Finally, someone from Apple calls me after it gets rejected again. First of all, I took the overdose stuff out, like, just to try to get the basic app out again. And they called me, and they're like, yeah, so it says here that it's violating this rule. And I'm like, how is it different than Netflix? I said to the guy exactly what I'd written previously, like 17 times. And this is what he goes, yeah, no, it's the same as that. And we actually have exceptions for that. Like, of course, if you're just streaming episodic content that comes out on a like in a ongoing basis, then we do allow an exception to access that through the app. And I'm like, cool. And he's like, yeah, so I'll just get this pushed through. That was it. I'm not even kidding you. Maybe 3 minutes total on the phone with a guy after going back and forth 30 times with Apple online. So we finally get the fucking iPhone app out. There's a couple updates coming that'll fix some of the stuff in it that's not working. Right now, if you go to the live tab, the live's disabled right now. It won't even show that we're live because I got to get it switched over to the Twitch system. And so I've been doing a lot of this development shit, and I go buy this Chromebook because it's lightweight, and I want to carry around this. So I research Chromebooks and decide which one to go buy. One that came out, a newer one and stuff. And the Chrome OS is what the laptop runs on, but then it has like an Android emulator. And I know a lot of you are Android diehards. But I got to say, like, after installing some Android apps and shit and playing with them, and again, they're not made for a tablet. So that makes sense. That's fine. But I can run them in a window that is the same size as they'd be if they were on a phone. And they look like shit. And they crash all the fucking time. They don't fucking work at all. I don't understand. I get it. You have apps that work. You only use apps that work. Your phone might be great. I'm sure if you have one of these Pixel 3s or whatever the new Samsung's is, it's fine. It's a beautiful phone with gorgeous hardware that takes good pictures and all that kind of shit. But the apps people design, like, I don't know what it has to be like the development process of like developing an app for Android versus developing an app for Apple. Like, Apple has elements and code that makes things look beautiful, or like it's hard to design an ugly app that doesn't look and feel kind of like every other fucking app you've seen. So all the design elements of like the bars and the navigation and stuff is all uniform. On an Android, it is like figuring out, and I get it. On your phone, you've figured it out, so it's pretty much muscle memory and shit. But it's not an intuitive process for like someone new coming over. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I've used Android phones. I have Android phones. It really is tough. A lot of you love them. I'm definitely an Android fanatic. You're not. You can't be a fanatic about it. I get that you can install rootkits and you can do all kinds of weird shit with it. I don't need to do that. I need my phone to work and have shit in it that I use function reliably. I get that you got the new beta version of Fortnite. I don't give a shit. Every other app I try to download and launch on there is fucking crashes every other time you launch it. And there's been 6 news articles in the past week and a half about millions and millions of downloads compromised on the Android store by fucking apps that are just jacking shit, installing malware. Some of you fucking idiots are mining shitty altcoin, like Bitcoin knockoffs in the background on your fucking phones, and you don't even know it. You're running some altcoin miner because it was allowed to install itself in your root system. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a phone. Don't ever forget that. I know it is the computer we use the most in our lives, but it is a fucking phone. You don't need an FTP server on your phone. And by the way, if you do, there's some in the App Store on iPhone that don't allow people to fuck with your system files. It doesn't make sense. I had to go buy the Chromebook at Best Buy. I went to Best Buy to buy this thing. And I haven't stepped foot in a Best Buy in probably 4 to 5 years, I'm guessing. Maybe since I lived in LA and I would have to run to Best Buy to grab something. But boy, is it not your grandfather's Best Buy? You go in, the CDs are all gone. It's phones now and TVs. So they're really desperately trying to change their model up. But ooh, I don't want to buy. Here's the thing: I don't need to go. I don't want to go to a computer store that also sells refrigerators and washer dryers and bubble gum and a DVD of Aquaman. That's weird. That's weird. It's weird to have all that shit in your one store. You're telling me you're the best at TVs, computers, phones, refrigerators, washer dryers, smart home devices, stereo equipment. You also sell Blu-ray media. You sell drones. They sell cameras. You can't, it's like going to the Cheesecake Factory. It's too much. It's too much stuff, and you can't be knowledgeable about all. It's not like the old days where you would go to like the hardware department in Sears with your dad and watch them argue over a cordless drill. And that guy in the store knew what he was talking about. And he's like, you can get the 12 volt, but I'm telling you, it's not enough power to go through the 4x8s on the deck. And your dad would argue with him about the battery time. They would all know each other's stuff. And now you can't tell me that the guy working in the photo department isn't only in the photo department because he's normally in the fucking fridge department, but Stefan called in sick today. So now he's got to, none of them know anything. And they all have to go look everything up in the computer that you fucking ask. And then they have a guy who's working. There's a whole Chromebook section in Best Buy. And there's a guy working in that section who works for Google. Like, he doesn't even work for the store. He's like one of these, like a Google Chrome OS store rep. So he's not pushing any particular brand. He's just in there to talk people into Chromebooks over Mac or Windows. And although those guys sometimes get like kickbacks from manufacturers. When I worked like right after college, or during college, I worked in computer sales and then computer repair at CompUSA. I don't think this place is even around anymore. CompUSA. Before that, they were Computer City. And we were the same type of place that just sells so much garbage. But you would make really good money there selling computers because you would have the HP rep come in. You would have the fucking E-Machines rep come in or whoever the fuck it was. And they'd be like, yeah, we're running a thing this week. Like every system you sell, you get $50. And if you do 6 of them, you get $500 or something like that. They do spiffs, kickbacks. And you could make good money doing it. But then we would just lie to you. So just know that. When you go into a computer store, because they also do this thing where they send in secret shoppers. So, like, they would send in a secret shopper, and it would just be this person being like, yeah, I'm going to get a monitor. And I'd be like, okay, what are you looking to do with your monitor? I'm a graphic designer, so I need something like, good resolution, it's really sharp and stuff. And if I recommended you over to the ViewSonic, and said, oh, this is the best monitors are ViewSonics. They're really, look at the pixel density and all this stuff. And then the guy would go, like, I'm a secret shopper for ViewSonic, and because you recommended ViewSonic to me, here's $50, and you get your own ViewSonic monitor of your choice. Just go to this website and get it. And it was like, holy shit. So you can make good money and get a lot of kickbacks. And then, of course, you were just recommending ViewSonic to people. But a lot of these store reps, whether it was like for Epson printers or Canon printers or whatever manufacturer, were giving you these kickbacks, and they would spend a lot of time in the store too. Like they would set up like this Chrome guy and just be in the store and like hang out and talk to customers. They were like salesmen, and we would because we were salesmen, like you become friends with these guys. They go to lunch with you and shit. Like you're making friends with these reps. So of course you're more likely to sell their shit. But I imagine it's like the same thing as pharmaceutical reps. Like they're giving the doctors kickbacks and incentives to like prescribe this drug. You came in, you were looking for a computer. It didn't matter what the fuck you were looking for. If we were getting a kickback to sell an HP that week, we were going to sell you a fucking HP. That's just human goddamn nature. And it only makes sense. So we would do like somebody would come in, I need something basic. I just need to check email and go on Wikipedia. And we would be like, this rambling sounds like it was written on psych ward wall. Probably. These are just flashbacks of a salesman, which is a chapter from my upcoming book, How I Got Here and Where I'm Going. But yeah, you're just getting lied to. So I had already like figured out which one I wanted to get. I got this Samsung, and it's like it flips around to it becomes a tablet, which I guess is something. So like you can flip it all the way around 360, and it becomes a tablet. But it's, for the most part, shit. It has a stylus. This stylus pops out of it. So that's fun to see how some Android people have that like built into their fucking phone, where they pop this thing on. And it's like, it's actually nice. I feel like I'm buying gas at a gas station, and I've used my debit card, and the screen won't work unless I take their shitty tethered wand and tap on it really hard because it's a shitty screen. Anyway, I like the Chromebook. I don't like the Android stuff. That shit runs like shit. The Chrome OS side of it, like the web apps and stuff, super fast, super good. It doesn't do like, there's no way to install an FTP client on Chrome OS. So if I want an FTP client, I have to get on an Android FTP client. And I haven't found one that's good and doesn't crash. And also, when you go to the reviews, you'll see in there, like, this installed a virus on my thing. Like, imagine having to do that on your iPhone. It would run my life if I had to, like, go in and research the reputation of the entity that created an app. It doesn't, like, any asshole can write some JavaScript and publish an app on the Google Play Store within, like, 3 hours. It's nuts. You can create a free Gmail and then just publish an app to the store. It's bananas. So I get it. You get the freedom of... you guys are nuts when every other day there's a fucking thing come... Only good way I found for FTP was side loading Linux on mine. I have Linux installed, so I could probably do it. Tell me what app to use, though. Send me an email, patrick@nobodylikesonions.com. Some other stuff I'm going to work on today is on the app to try to get that switched over to Twitch and shit like that. And what else was I supposed to do today? Somebody said something with NLO radio. I got to figure the fuck out. I don't know what's going on. Thank you for hanging out, waking up in the morning. This has been P Melt in the morning. I've been your morning. If you spent your morning with me, I hope you find it both soothing, educational, and something to really write home about. If you didn't, you could probably count on one hand all the shits I give about it. What should we leave with? Any requests? Should I go back to Nelly? I've been off Nelly for a year or so. I should really get back into Nelly. He's probably got a lot of new hits we haven't heard. Ooh. What do we play? Scrolling through a playlist. We'll edit all this in post. Don't worry. I want to thank the audience for sticking around. We will do another take. I don't know. Oh shit. Oh, I know what I'll play. All right, goodbye, everybody. We'll talk to you next time the corn rises. If you don't hear from me, it's bad, probably.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up. I don't wanna wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I don't wanna wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm straight, never switch lanes. On my job every day, cause it's hard not to see. I came up in a big way, and I hardly ever sleep, but it's like a dream. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up from, I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up from. Long days, but I know hard work pays, so the money getting long too. And the kush smells strong too. That's that good, and the chick with me, she the bomb too. One thing I know is, go hard, young. Make fake niggas know this. Blowing money cause you dying if you don't live. That's how you know that I was fly when I wrote this. First class tags, or maybe I'm in first cause of my first class swag. Used to say that I was tripping, so a nigga bought expensive ass bags. Yeah, I'm straight, never switch lanes. On my job every day, cause it's hard not to see. I came up in a big way, and I hardly ever sleep, but it's like a dream. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up from, I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up from. Go hard, young, go hard. They let you in the game, better play your part. Go hard, young, go hard. And if you win the game, might as well play smart. Cause I seen niggas fall like paper. Got money, seen friends turn haters. Got money, minor league turn major. Got money, white people turn neighbors. Meet a girl, teach her how to roll papers. 6 months, 3 whips, so player. Run my town like the mayor. I run my town, bitch, I'm like the mayor. Yeah, I'm straight, never switch lanes. On my job every day, cause it's hard not to see. I came up in a big way, and I hardly ever sleep, but it's like a dream. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up from, I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up from. I can take you up higher than you ever know. Let you
want, hit it once and you won't let go. Hell no, let you lean back, inhale smoke. Yeah, I'm straight, never switch lanes. On my